Hey guys, gals, and MDs. I have a comparison of two of my favorite digital chorus pedals. These are going to be stereo chorus pedals, and I think they're fantastic in their own right. And we're going to test it with the ASM HydraSynth here, and we're even going to test it against the chorus built into it. So let's just get started with it. All right, so I have a square wave here, and the two choruses that I'm going to be using are the Strymon Ola and the Eventide Tricerachorus. So yeah, we have just a standard square wave here, kind of like, a little square plucked patch, and I'm going stereo out, but right now there's no stereo spread, as you can hear. You'll want some stereo headphones on or good stereo monitors to hear the differences. But yeah, let's hear the internal chorus, which isn't actually too bad. So let me go ahead and engage it. Let's go ahead and turn the rate up to around there, 0.78 hertz. And let's hear that. Again, with it off. And I have these each set to about the same kind of modulation that I can really dial in for each of them, and one that I think sounds pleasing. So here is the Eventide. And now let's listen to the Ola. All right, and yeah, they all sound really good. I think that the one in the synth sounds pretty good for an internal one. But yeah, the Eventide and the Ola have just more of a nice three-dimensional feel to it. Like you just have a chorus within good space. But yeah. So let's go into some of the things that they both can do by themselves that are kind of unique. And the Ola is not super unique, but it's super simple. And you just have a tone control mix. The ramp and envelope control only work in the in the envelope and ramp mode, so we're not really going to get into that. But yeah, we have a tone control that affects just the wet. So here. A mix control, it kind of goes all the way wet, but not exactly, because it still keeps a copy of the original signal in there. But yeah, here. I keep it around there in the multi-mode, and then it has a regular chorus mode. Let's listen to that. And then it can go pretty fast. So let's do a sweep there. And let's listen to the depth. I keep the depth up on both of them. So yeah, and then we'll go into the vibrato. And then we'll go back to where I really like it, right around here. Right around here. All right, and now let's go to the Eventide unit. And the Eventide has quite a bit more controls, so if you want something a bit on the simpler side, the Strymon is probably your best bet, and it's just easy to get going with it. But with the Eventide, you have depth controls for the left, right, and center channels. So let's hear that. We also have a swirl control, which acts as a phaser on top of everything. It's stereo as well. And it's affected by the rate control as well. And we have a separate detune that acts along with everything else. So here, I'll turn down the depth of the main chorusing, and we'll just hear the detune. And that goes by speed again, too. And in the alternate controls, we can change the speed, not the speed, but the depth of that kind of. And we'll go ahead and now look at the filter on this, and that's kind of like the tone control. So middle is neutral. Then you kind of have a low cut there and a high cut on the opposite side. And then you have a delay for it to all kick in. Yeah, so a lot of functions. And you also have an output level. I'm not going to change that because I have my levels just fine here. And the other thing that you have is you have an envelope. I'm not going to go over that. I might make a video by itself with the envelope, but then I would have to do the envelope on there. It's just not something I use. So when it triggers, it'll start, modulating. If that's something you're interested in, I can do a shootout of the envelope modes on the two of them, but it's not something I'd normally use. So yeah, and then on the mix control, we have chorus, then we have choral, which is a multi-chorus, kind of like the multi-mode on the Ola, and then we have a vibrato in the middle. It's a little weird on how to do it. I like a switch instead, but it works. All right. Yeah, and that's really the two comparisons between those two. They're both fantastic units. Like I said, if you want something simple and is just easy to get up and going, the Strymon is great. And if you want something with more complex control, the Eventide's great. I both think they're sonically very similar in terms of their quality. I think the Eventide can get a little cleaner, which is weird because usually it's the Strymon side that gets a little cleaner. But yeah, so here. And you saw the Strymon dig here, and we're going to turn off the modulation on it, and we're just going to hear a nice ping pong in the 12-bit mode. And now let's add the different choruses in it. Let's listen to the one built in here. Yeah, let's turn up the rate again to around there. Again without. Now with the built-in modulation. Really great. Let's hear it with a pad. Let's just hear it with a complex pad. We'll bring up, which one is it? Air strings. I don't think I have anything going on there. There is a little bit of stereo spread because I guess the VCO is kind of stereo spread. I don't think I have any effects on it though. Let's check. Oh, I guess I do have the chorus built on this one. Let's turn the chorus off. Okay. So, yeah, that's with the chorus. Listening to it with the swirl. And now with the turning it down a little there. Let's actually hear them all together. Shouldn't we do that? Yeah, let's do that. Yeah, I really like both these units. So yeah, if you want my opinion, they're both great. Honestly, if I would have to choose one or the other, I would actually just choose the Eventide. It's $50 cheaper than the Strymon. In less simplicity, and you want to put the extra money into it. The Ola is just it's just so simple. You just get it going, easy controls, no messing. It's stereo in and out without an adapter. Comes with a power, so they both come with a power supply. That's actually surprising. The Eventide .9 pedals, which this is the form factor of, come with a power supply, so that's not even a thing that I'm going to bring up. But if you want stereo in and out without having to use a TRS splitter, this supports stereo in and out just fine. You need a splitter. It's about $8. That doesn't justify the $50 price change if that's all you want is a stereo chorus and you're wanting to work with it and use all the controls and have a lot of capabilities. Now, again, simplicity, the Ola is awesome, and it is it sounds great. Both sound great. You just kind of have to work at the Eventide a little more. They both support presets. Well, the Ola supports one favorite preset as far as I know. I never really tried it. I think the Eventide supports MIDI and it supports expression. Honestly, now that I talk about it, the Eventide kind of just is up ahead for overall terms of features and the sound quality. It has that sparkle. It just really does. And it has the swirl mode, which is a built-in phaser along with everything. And it just works out so well with all of that. It doesn't do a very good vibrato, in my opinion. If you want a vibrato, the Ola does a better job of that. That's just how I think about it. But overall, if you want a big, massive chorus, then the Eventide is the best bet out of all of them. Yeah, tell me what you think. Which one is your favorite out of these two? Or did you like the built-in chorus on the HydraSynth, which isn't half bad? It's not as tweakable, but it's still good if that's all you're using. But yeah, let me know what you think. If you haven't subscribed to my channel and you like this kind of content, go ahead and subscribe. And if you have any questions, go ahead and post them down below. If you'd like to see any other combos with this, maybe do you want to see this on the Pro 800? I kind of want to make a video with a chorus on the Pro 800 since it has no built-in effects. It just sounds really good on that. I'll do that if I get enough people asking about it. But yeah, again, thanks for watching.